Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the official Hermitcraft Modsauce server. It is that time again, and today I'm really hyped to do some things. I've got loads of awesome ideas thanks to you guys as well down there in the comments, giving us plenty of things to do. And check me out, I look pretty weird at the moment with my new dark armour and a bunch of derpy top hats. Oh, the hats thing, never going to get bored of that, am I? Anyway, let's go into the correct view. There we are. Things are looking good. I gotta say, this armour is pretty cool. I haven't had the time to test it out fighting mobs, but I really do like it. The only thing I'm a little unsure about is the jump boost that we have. Sometimes I kind of hit my head on the ceiling and things like that. It feels a little bit strange. But overall, I'd say it's really, really cool. And this episode we're going to be doing some really cool things. So we're actually going to just head up here straight away, and I want to show you a couple of things I have crafted. Now one of them you may be able to hear as we get closer to our villager breeder. We have a sound muffler up here. Very good idea. I'm still not thinking, fully modded. Of course, we learnt about this a while ago. And then in the last episode over here, I was complaining about the noise. We now have 280 odd villagers here. This thing has been running around the clock, which is really cool. So, one of the things I just happened to see that a few of you were mentioning in the comments was a trading post. And it took me a while to figure out what was going on here, because I made a trade station. When I searched trade on here, it gave me these two. And the first one that I made wasn't what I was looking for. I think I saw it in a video, and it's actually called Trading Post. So it's spelt differently. If we remove the E here, you can see this is the block. We've got it to the right of us. But this thing right here, I need to research what this is about. Can we give them custom trades or like set things up? That would be really cool if we could create villagers with their own trades. But over here we have a trading post. Now initially I didn't think trading with villagers would be that useful, but if you look at this thing right here, it puts all of the trades from the villagers in the local area into one interface like this, which is actually pretty damn cool. Now I was hoping it would group some of these up together and show you the cheapest one, but this is still quite useful, and I'm thinking if we can make, a ridiculous amount of emeralds, so much so that they might even be considered infinite, then actually trading them for other resources here might be useful if we get the right thing. I'm not sure what exactly that would be though, but it'd be good to have these things around. And consider this, we've only just bred these villagers, we haven't actually traded with them, and when we do that, we will unlock, rarer trades and other ones as well. So there could be more things that could get added to this interface. But you can see here there's some unique items, maybe some that are worth something. I've been told those logic matrix things are worth a fair bit. So this might actually be a cool thing. But for now, I don't think we're going to do much with it. It's interesting to see you can get some zombie heads and skeleton skulls, even player heads as well. And some of these things, I don't know. Some of them might be of value, but it's definitely a cool thing to know about. And I'm really pleased that we found that, because it is awesome. And I love that sound muffler. It means we don't have to turn down the sound. These guys make a ridiculous amount of noise. And here's a thought. I haven't logged on for a few days. Haven't been able to play. Been busy. It looks like we got some emeralds down there. So let's go and check on how much we have. Because I was a little disappointed with the output. But considering this thing runs around the clock, we might have... Where have I gone? I've totally gotten lost here. Okay, no, I went into the right place. We want to go through this bit. And then we can see... Oh, oh man. Is that full? That was almost full, I think. Wow. That is a lot of emeralds. How much do we have in there? 365. That's crazy. And when I open this, did you see the little trousers flash up on the side there? It's not going to do it now that I've mentioned it. You might have seen it. You can go back and rewind the video a little bit. Okay, it's not doing it now. I saw some what they're called, leggings flash on the side there. So we've got a little bit of molten iron. That's to make sure that we can get the emerald stuff. But look at that. 365 emeralds, that's really not so bad. However, I've got to say, considering how full this tank is, I would have thought that would have been a lot more emeralds. But that is really good news right there. And there's actually something I would like to try this episode to do with blood. And it involves me finding a witch. Because as some of you pointed out in the comments, and that jump noise is always going to catch me out. There it is again. So some of you pointed out a witch will heal themselves. So if we drop a witch inside here, we're going to get blood from the witch, but it may be able to keep itself alive as well, which means that we can just leave it in there and get tons and tons of blood, which will be really awesome because we haven't set up the filter over here yet. Each of these do have a bucket on each pipe, as you can see, like that. But the one with blood in, we just haven't had enough blood. You see, we've only got 90 in there, so we need 1,000 to make a bucket and actually add a filter. So I think that would be a cool little project to get started. So I'm going to go find a witch in the wild and bring it back over here. The bedrockium drum has been crafted and put in place, and I've got myself two witches right here. We've used safari nets for these, and then I thought, do you know what we can do with one of these guys? We can make a spawner out of it. And we'd need the soul vial for that, which I realised pretty much does the exact same thing. You can pick it up and put it back down, except with this you can turn it into a spawner, which is... look at what XB's saying. Yes, so I asked XB about getting a witch from him, because I was exploring the area over here, couldn't find any mobs out there in the wild, and as soon as I went back to spawn to meet XB, I found a couple in the wild and picked them up. So now we can conduct an experiment on them. I think he knows exactly what I'm up to here. If we go down into this thing, we're going to take damage, and I've got a feeling the witch is going to attack us a lot as well, which might be a bad thing, because we want the witch to drink regeneration potions. So, what are you going to do first? You're going to attack me, or you're going to drink your regeneration potion? There you go. So, 20 health points, 24. Now I'm poisoned. That's not pleasant. And she's drinking a regeneration potion again. Okay, it looks like with my presence here, she's going to keep her health up. But if I'm away, the only thing she's going to do is drink those potions until the villagers come down here. I'm not sure if witches attack villagers. I should know that. I really should. But there you go. So that is appearing to work at the moment. I'm not 100% sure. I'm also taking damage, and whenever I'm taking poison damage, the constant shaking of the screen and the noise is just really distracting. And I think the witch can actually track me through the walls as well. Not 100% sure about that. That might be a bad thing. Do you know what? I think we should put more windows in this thing, some more seared glass. This window isn't big enough, and if we have some on the outside as well, then that way we'll easily be able to see inside the thing. We have had some problems with the server, and when I logged back on, I couldn't play straight away, and then when I came round to checking on the witch, unfortunately, she had died, but she left us with over 1,000 blood, which is awesome, because that means we've added a filter to our drum over here. We also now have the bedrockium drum. I think I mentioned that already, but there it is in its place, and I've upgraded the window over the front here, so I don't think we can keep the witch in there to keep getting blood. We'll have to look into something else. But one thing that's interesting about the seared glass is that it connects to the side of the seared tank, and you can kind of see into it, which is a little bit strange. And also these things connect to them as well, so you can use them to store lava. So I've added some panels on either side. But what we're going to do now is actually head into the Nether with a couple of soul vials to try and find a ghast and a wither skeleton, because for the longest time I've wanted to get my hands on some wither skeleton bones, and the Nether is a dangerous place, we know that, but in the mods it's even worse, and now we're kind of prepared to do that. Look, we've got all this ridiculously fancy armor, we've got a weapon and some awesome tools and stuff, and I think we're going to be okay to go in there and explore. So I thought now would be the time to pick up a couple more mobs while we are making some mob spawners, and then we can probably make some farms for these things as well. So let's go through our portal. Hopefully this still works. It's been a while since I've gone to the Nether, and I'm going to do a little bit of exploring. And straight away I've had an idea. We could use night vision to see around this place easily as well. So you can see in the distance it's dark red. Do I remember which one it is? I cannot remember what the key is anymore. I'm going to have to look it up. Ah, there we go. Put all the keys in the same place, and that is going to help us look around. I can hear a ghast as well. Oh, we could make a zombie pigman spawner. There's so much that we could do now. And I'm kind of curious as to what we're going to see when we go around this place, because when I first started exploring, there were some crazy mobs, you know, like the red creepers, stuff like this. If you walked into it, it used to damage you. There you go. It wasn't exactly that stuff, but I'm not surprised that it does damage. So, yeah, I'm just going to have a little bit of an explore, see what there is to offer. What's this thing right here? It is a bone segment. Interesting stuff. So, I'm expecting to encounter some mobs, like this guy over here. I don't think we can make spawners out of non-vanilla mobs, is what I've read or heard or something. So I'm going to have a little explore, and I guess I'll show you if anything interesting happens. Ah, look, a ghast, and they are so much easier to deal with when you can fly. But we are going to take your soul. Ha, got it, awesome. And now we need to look for a nether fortress, I guess, because that's the place we're going to find... Ha, they look like King Happy. They really look like King Happy. Fire elemental. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure that's his skin minus the helmet. The crown. Anyway, right, let's go looking for a nether fortress. Not gonna lie, this looks like a dangerous place and potentially a very silly thing to do, but we're going to break into this. Looks like a kind of nether bee's nest, doesn't it? And you know what they say? Never hit the bee's nest. Oh wow, look at this honeycomb block. That's lovely. And there's some honey block down there. Why do I feel like I could easily be trapped and killed here? Because honey is sticky, and if I go into that liquid, I might get trapped. Who knows? Can we break it? I'm assuming it's liquid, by the way. It's actually a block, isn't it? And then down there, that looks like the real liquid. I'd say let's have fun and let's drop ourselves into it. We seem to be okay. And there's no giant bees trying to kill us. So I'm just going to pick up some of this stuff and take it back with us. It might be useful. I don't think it would really do for building blocks, but it's really cool looking stuff. So I'll definitely pick some up while I'm here. I've been picking up some glowstone as well. That's been going well. And yeah. Check it out. This stuff can be instant mined. And I just realised that on the other thing I have Silk Touch. So now that we're instant mining it, this stuff drops different things. I wonder if we can craft it with that though. Empty honeycomb, can it be crafted? Yes it can. Okay, that's awesome. So I'm going to take a fair amount with this with me. Don't know what it's useful for, but I don't know, it's fun to collect resources. I could have swore I just heard buzzing. Maybe I'm going a little mad, just thinking about a killer bee coming along and attacking me at some point. This is crazy, I love instant mine. We're just going to listen out for a minute because we might hear the bee again. I wouldn't be surprised if something came and attacked me. I mean, I am just decimating a bee's nest right here. Not the smartest of things to do, I think, in any kind of game. I don't think these bees are going to be friendly about it. And there it is. Look, there's a bee. Just destroyed your nest. I'm so sorry about it. But I'm going to take these things for myself. Oh, good thing it's only a game, eh? Let's go a little closer. What can you do then, wasp? Oh, it's a wasp's nest. I'm not so bothered now. No one likes wasps. Well, anyway. Right, let's continue our exploration. Again, we are looking for a nether fortress, and I was getting completely distracted there. Take that. And what is this down here? We are having a little bit of an unplanned adventure over here. Nether sulfur ore. I will take this. There's some other stuff right next to it as well. And I do believe my inventory is full. We'll sort that out in a second. So nether tin ore. I guess that's just going to be regular tin ore that spawns in the nether, and nether coal. So what was that stuff again? Let's just throw away those for a second. Nether sulfur. I think we might actually have sulfur ore. I'm not sure. But I need to sort my inventory out so we can take these items back with us. Well, I've found a nether fortress. And sod's law, I'm exploring for a while and I'm thinking maybe we don't have them here on the Modsauce server. So I dropped a message in the chat. And then out of the corner of my eye I spotted one. So I came and checked it out. It goes back in that direction for a bit. And that bit's in a more closed in area, I guess you could say. But this bit right here is absolutely perfect. I mean, if this was vanilla, you couldn't ask for a better fortress. Look at the click on the top of his head. Yeah, this is right out in the open. Lava lake at the bottom, ceiling at the top, nothing else in between. It's perfect. And because of that, we have got ourselves a wither skeleton. This is exciting, gotta say. And we're pretty much not invincible, but we're good. I want that click head though. I really do. We just got to be careful not to get caught out. So let's take out that guy. And I've been withered. No. There we go. We're okay. Right, let's eat and get out of here. That's awesome. We got what we came here for. I have no idea, what way to go to get back, but I was recording everything, so I can use the video to find out which direction we need to go in. So now that we're back, unfortunately we have to say goodbye to this villager breeder. It turns out that the modded villagers are a little bit funky. They're eating up all of the CPU and it's because of these villagers right here. So we're going to have to say goodbye to this system. I've got myself a safari net and 2 soul vials so we can pick up a couple more of those vanilla guys. But we're going to break this block right here and then all hell should break loose. And I did that completely wrong. Yes, I forgot about the way things work. Okay, take 2. I'm a little more prepared this time. Now what we can do is put the sign right there. And then we need to unpower this piston and it should let all of the villagers go through. Ha! That's absolutely crazy. What a sight. Do you know what? It is very likely they could have made their way out of the end there. There's a too high gap, but they seem to be okay. That is a sight to behold. Oh, I wonder if the smeltery can even keep up. Let's quickly... Oh, no, don't fall down there. Let's go and see what's happening in here, because it's going to kill a lot of villagers all at once. Look at that. They're all having a little party of death together. That is a weird thing. Oh, they're all swimming in the blood of their friends. The things you can do in games, so this is just evil. Are we actually getting a lot of emeralds from it? I think we are. See, we had 146 before and it was all the way up here. Now we got 56, 58 and it's down the bottom. Strange stuff. Anyway, I need to capture myself a couple of vanilla ones before we run out of villagers. Looks like there's a few right here. No, that guy's going to fall down. Or is he? Can I grab you? No, I don't want to trade. I want to save your soul. Oh, okay, let's try this guy right here. Hold down shift. Yes, we got him. Okay, so we need 2 more. There's a vanilla guy. We'll take you. And where's my other soul vial? There it is. Okay, so hopefully there's one left. But there you go. We have to say goodbye to this. And now I think it's time for me to do some crafting. We are going to make ourselves those spawners. I now have a few to make. And I'm going to try and capture one last guy of these. Oh dear, it looks like some of them escaped. You will come with me though. Looks like I've got a little bit of cleaning up to do. I'm a little bit worried here because they might be down on the ground in the bedrock. That would not be good. But we do have our night vision. Night vision activate. That's the wrong button. Oh, what's the right button? I've forgotten already. There we go. I got it. Awesome. Okay, so we can go down there and look for villagers. At first glance, it doesn't look like there's any down the bottom, which is a good thing because I don't want to go hunting through all of this bedrock for villagers. I have some bad news, and don't worry, it's not the skeleton that's shooting me in the face. It is the spawner behind it. This is supposed to be a wither skeleton spawner, and unfortunately it's just a regular skeleton spawner. Now the wither skeleton is actually a skeleton with a different, well, we used to call them damage values, but you know, a property to it that made it a wither skeleton. So in the process of using the mods, it's just been converted back to a regular skeleton. Now this is a powered spawner. Believe it or not, I could not find this anywhere. I searched every chest all around this place. The one place I didn't think of looking was in my chest with all the spawner stuff that we've been collecting. A little bit silly, but because of that I crafted myself 8 of these powered spawners, which took quite some time, and now it looks like we're not even going to be using these because, well, I guess we can use them for the other types, right? But for this one, it's not really going to work out. We need something different to spawn the wither skeleton. Now, one other thing I want to point out here, and I've got a feeling this is a bandwidth thing, but if you notice this thing says 0 RF. If we put an energy transfer node on top of it and then put in the receiver, it says 0 here and it says 0. Well, it normally says 0. Now it's saying 240. But they stopped spawning for a while and it said 0 on both, which was kind of annoying because you can't really see what exactly is going on here, if the energy is being stored up, buffered or whatever. And wow, this is crazy. Okay, lots of skeletons is not good. My armour might be taking a beating, but we do have that new Ender IO armour, so let's quickly break that and stop them spawning again. And just have a quick look. Wow, that has taken some damage. Not only some damage on the material itself, but on the energy as well. And I'm covered in arrows. Ha! Look at that. I've got loads in my back as well. Brilliant. You won't believe it, but it's happened once again. The Modsauce wormhole has opened up, and we have a whole bunch more things to do. So all we're trying to do is spawn some wither skeletons. It's not working with this method, and there is another method. This is something you guys have been telling me about, MFR spawners. I think that's this thing right here, Mine Factory Reloaded Auto Spawner. We put this thing down, we can put a safari net in it, so I went and collected a wither skeleton, and yes, it says skeleton, but it's a wither skeleton, and the thing is, when we put this in here to spawn them, we can spawn an exact copy, so that will probably keep all of the same properties, etc., making it a wither skeleton spawner. Simple enough, right? Well, not quite, because we have to now get mob essence, this stuff right here. The other thing is power. Not too sure what these two do, but I don't think they're requirements. And yes, this means another wormhole of things that we have to do just to get these withers spawning. It is, wither skeletons even, is pretty crazy, and all of my XP is gone. Where did that go? It's completely gone. I did not notice that until now. Oh, anyway, right, we have to go over to the old base because we're going to convert one of our old spawners into a farm to pick up this essence. And we do that using grinders, which I have on me right here. I've set some up already, but we needed this thing right here, which is a retrieval node for liquids. So the recipe for this is probably not going to show us, but you know how to do it. You look it up and you search the recipe. It's made using the QED, and we're going to use this to get the mob essence. So this is the old creeper farm, and I don't know what happened to the glass over there, but we put these grinders in. On this side down the bottom we have a transfer node to give them all energy, and on this side over here we have our liquid retrieval node. So using the same pipe, we're giving it energy and we're taking the liquids out. This thing, by the way, does work with a stack upgrade. That will make it take out a significant amount more. We've also got some upgrades for each of these to just make things go a little bit faster. I cannot actually remember if it works for these things, but we'll put some in anyway. And then this thing should be ready to go, completely untested. Don't know what's going to happen. Going to hit this lever and hope that all is good. So they fall down, they take a little bit of damage from that, and that is a good sign because that guy just died, possibly because of the grinder. And now nothing is happening. But if we go down below, if that guy did die because of the grinder, then look at that, we have got ourselves some mob essence. Okay, so this might not be so difficult after all. We can farm the mob essence over here using our previous farm, and what we can do, I've set up some of these by the way, transmitter and receiver, frequency X essence. Oh, I've spelt that one differently. Brilliant. That's typical. So I've got to rename that in an anvil. But we can use a transfer node right here from the bedrock drum and use that to take some back out again and send it over to the base. So we are one step away now from getting this working. But it looks like I'm going to have to rethink the design over here because, as you can see, we've got a lot of creepers. Our good friend King Daddy D-Mac has come to the rescue here. So this setup wasn't working. And the reason why is because these things pick up items as well, and they output them in front of them. And I've got one of them right here. Oh, yeah, no, that is the right thing, the grinder, to demonstrate. So that little socket on the front there, it will put items out in there, and if it's got items inside of it, and it doesn't know what to do with it, then the thing stops working. So now we have some iron chests in the middle, we have loads and loads of these pipes down the bottom, and we've got a retrieval node on this chest over here. So through these pipes we've got items, we've got energy, and we've got liquids as well. It's a very cool little system, and what we need to do now is set this thing up so that it can filter out the items that we don't want, put them into the trash like we had over here before, and then send the ones that we do want through an ender chest back to our base. And then that means we can leave this thing running overnight possibly or something like that and get tons and tons of mob essence, which is very, very cool because we're going to need that for some wither skeletons. But I don't think I'm going to have time to set up this episode. We've taken yet another step forward, and I thought that we were already there, so I think next episode we'll get our mob farms up and online at last, and this also means with wither skeletons as well, which is really cool. So D-Mac, if you're watching this video, thanks ever so much for your help. Really appreciated. We got this thing working. It's awesome, but that is going to be it for this episode. So as always, if you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like. It will always be appreciated. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.